Round 2. Iran versus America. It started and then it stopped immediately. Both sides say there is a ceasefire, but either the definition of a ceasefire has changed or this war is still very much alive. And here is the truth. It's playing out exactly the way Iran wants. Let me break it down for you. Iran exactly knows that it's not easy for the United States to admit defeat. And Israel is doing whatever it can in order to drag Trump to another full-scale conflict. And Iran's strategy is simple but brutal. Drag it out, keep it limited to the Persian Gulf, and wait until the economic pressure, frustration of allies, and American public opinion force Washington to accept reality and leave the Middle East for good. But there has been a massive shift recently, and that's where the real story begins. After the 40-day war ended with a shaky truce, we've seen repeated but intense flare-ups in the Persian Gulf and in Lebanon. Israel has done its part. Netanyahu knew from day one that destroying Iran is no easy task, but he's always tried to simplify the enemy and sell a fantasy to US presidents. Just go in, topple the government, and you'll get a huge political victory. Before Trump, they did not buy it, but he did. Netanyahu knew the truth all along. He knew America would only realize the real cost after entering the war, but by then, they'd be trapped. Every day this continues, Iran's economy weakens, and the Arab host nations of the US bases get drained too. That's a double win for Israel, weakening both Persian and Arab enemies. That's why even now Israel is threatening Turkey and Egypt, the last remaining powers in the Middle East that aren't crippled by this war. But here is where everything changed. Iran's military strategy during and after the war has been perfect. They know exactly how to play the next move, and while America is confused, testing a new approach every day, Iran is executing a step-by-step plan. The big shift: Iran is no longer defensive. It has for the first time switched position to an offensive one, with a newfound confidence. Just days ago, the US attacked an Iranian oil tanker. In the old days, Iran might have responded symbolically. Iran not only struck back an American ship, they launched dozens of missiles and drones at US bases in 6 different countries: Kuwait, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Jordan, and Iraq. The damage was heavy. Equipment, aircraft, and drones on the ground were destroyed. And US response: exactly what they wanted to see from them. Nothing happened. The ceasefire continues. Iran is testing the limits, and it's working. Washington is now operating from a position of fear. What does Iran want? Simple. Keep the game exactly as it is. Every day, America becomes less willing to launch even limited strikes. Iran has proven that any attack will be met with disproportionate multi-front response, and that the US will look the other way to avoid escalation. Iran is now even threatening Israel: if you keep bombing Lebanon, be ready to evacuate your own north. And if America hits one ship, Iran will hit 10. The message is clear: you no longer set the rules, we do. But here is the billion-dollar question. Will Israel allow America to accept this bitter reality and walk away from a losing war? Or will they drag Trump to another full-scale confrontation? Israel's entire regional strategy depends on chaos. Netanyahu knows that a US exit would leave Israel exposed, but also that a prolonged war weakens Iran and the Arab states simultaneously. That's a win-win for him. My take is, Israel will not let go. They will try to provoke a direct US-Iran clash or conflict between Arabs and Iran, either through a false flag operation like the one in Kuwaiti airport recently, or by launching a massive strike on Iranian nuclear facilities or oil refining sites. They know that once Trump is forced to respond big, there is no going back. So where does this leave us? America is confused and afraid of its own shadow. Iran is confident and aggressive, and Israel is the wild card, ready to burn everything down. The US wants to pretend the war is over. Iran wants to force the US out of the region on its own terms. And Israel wants to turn everything into a raging fire. Don't forget, China and Russia are looking and learning. What do you think? Will the US finally admit defeat and leave region for good? Please leave your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching.